Hello everyone. This is in continuation to our review of important questions of the subject Quantitative Techniques under NEP syllabus meant for 5th semester BCA. This is the 4th part of it. First question, the top of a 20-meter high tower makes an angle of elevation of 45 degrees with the bottom of an electric pole and angle of elevation of 30 degrees with the top of the pole. Find the height of the electric pole. So we already made one diagram for this. So let me say this is, I will just put some labeling like A, B, C. I will put this as C, this as D, and this as E. Now our AE is the electric pole. We will consider the height, height as h, say, which means this one is h and this is also h. So we can say AE is the same as BC. Okay. Now this BD is the tower and that is given as 25 meters, which means the CD, this should be 25 minus h. Now, from the top of the tower, the angle of elevation made in the bottom of the pole is given as 45 degrees. It's given as 45 degrees. So this one is given as 45 degrees. And the top of the tower, from the top of the pole, from the top of the tower to the top of the pole, it is given as 30 degrees. This one is 30 degrees. We need to find what is the value of h. So if I consider now tan 45 degrees, it is opposite by adjacent, which is BD divided by adjacent is AB. BD is known to be 25. AB we don't know. Tan 45 is known to be 1, which means our AB by cross multiplying, AB will be 25 meter. Now, let us go to tan 30 is equal to opposite, which is CD by adjacent. Adjacent is CE. CD, we know it is 25 minus H. CE is the same as AB, and I will say AB, and that can be written as 25 minus H by 25. And now, tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3. So we can rewrite this as 1, that is 25 by 25 is 1, minus h by root of 25 is equal to 1 by root 3, which means 1 minus of 1 by root 3 is equal to h divided by, sorry, it is not h by 25, not root 25. We did is we divided both. 25 by 25 is 1, h by 25. So I am bringing this 1 by root 3 to the left hand side, it becomes negative. Bringing this to the right hand side, it becomes positive. So that means our h will be 25 times 1 minus 1 by root 3, which will be 25 minus 25 by root 3. So let's calculate that. This is 25 minus 25 divided by root 3 is 1.732. Let us calculate that. We calculate, we get 10.57 meter will be your height of the electric pole. So that is the solution for this. Let us move on to the next. Next is a theoretical question. Explain the types of teaching aids, how it plays a major role in effective teaching. Major role in effective teaching. Teaching aids, it can be visual aids, it can be audio aids, it can be audio-visual aids, it can be realia aids. So these are the materials or tools used to enhance learning experiences. So in visual aids, we have the charts, diagrams, pictures, videos, or films to explain about any topic or a concept. Audio aids are like audio recordings, podcast, radio broadcasts, all those things, broadcasts. Audio visual aids may be through televisions or through projector or through some interactive whiteboards. Realia aids may be using some real life objects like a globe to show about the world. Any other models like explaining about the aeroplane using an aeroplane model. Some specimen to explain about, for example, frog, dead frog can be, I mean, you may display that on a table and you explain about the parts of the frog. So these are all about realia aids. Then role in effective teaching. Teaching aids play a major role in effective teaching by enhancing the students' engagement and then clarifying some of the complex concepts, promoting the visual learning, encouraging interactive participation. So they help the teachers convey information more effectively, making learning fun, interactive, and memorable. So this is the answer what can be provided for this question. Let us move on to the next. Next is a numerical. Find the difference between simple and compound interest on rupees 3 years at 4% per annum. We are supposed to find difference between compound interest and simple interest. We can calculate compound interest by subtracting the final amount minus the principal. Simple interest, we know it is principal into the number of years into the rate of interest per annum. So P into N into I. So where let me write it, where A is the amount after compounding. P is the principal. And then N is the number of years. I is the rate of interest per annum in decimal. Now we need to substitute. We know A is nothing but for a compounding compound interest, final amount can be calculated as P times 1 plus I to the power of N. Therefore, let me call this difference as D. So therefore, this D will be P times 1 plus I to the power of N minus P into N into I. That is equal to P is common in everything. So we can write 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1 minus Ni. So our difference now will be, principal is given in the question as 3000. 1 plus rate of interest is given as 4%. So 0.04. Number of years given as 3 minus 1 minus 3 times 0.04. So that is equal to 3000 times 1.04 to the cube minus 1 minus 0.12. So if we calculate this, we will get rupees 14.59. Rupees 14.59 paise.